Our sponsors of the program, People's Bank, of course, the big one, and throughout the years, Legacy Foundation and Indiana Arts Commission for getting this program on the airwaves here on WJLB and on YouTube at WJLB's YouTube page as well. As I mentioned here of Notoriety, it's what you see in the headlines of the Tribune, brought to here to life in radio form and video. And we got a big show here today. Tony Panek here, along with Luke Miiller.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we got a very special guest in the house, Karen Maravilla. We're going to talk to you a lot here, Karen, today.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
And we're going to talk all about the holiday season and shopping local the holiday season. But before we get to that, we do have to make note here. Broadway in Chicago. We got our playbills right here. Cadillac Palace brings you Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful Noise. Now, I saw this a couple years ago, but Luke, you just saw it recently.
Yeah, just saw it last week, and it's truly phenomenal. I've got to be honest. Coming from someone, of course, a younger age, but and I wasn't that familiar with Neil Diamond. I, of course, knew that he had his most popular song, Sweet Caroline.
Of course.
It's played at anywhere there's more than 30 people gathering.
Yes.
But I thought he was a one-hit wonder.
Oh, can you believe that?
It's just ignorance.
Ignorance.
And but this musical, of course, opened my eyes to a lot of his other songs and just his life story. That he's had a lot of adversity that he's had to deal with.
And of course, it's all about the life of Neil Diamond, who since kind of retired from performing due to health issues, but.
Namely, most predominantly Parkinson's disease
yes,
he was diagnosed with, and he's 84 now. And one of the main sticking points and key points that go alongside this show running downtown all the way through November 30th is that many of the proceeds from the show will go to the Parkinson's Foundation.
Great.
And so far, through the numerous runs that Neil Diamond musical, A Beautiful Noise, they've generated over $750,000 for the Parkinson's Foundation.
Fantastic.
So it's doing a great job and very charitable in that respect. And then they also had earlier last week a couple of events regarding Parkinson's Foundation and Parkinson's research that Phil and I were able to attend and interview some of the cast and also other members related to the Parkinson's Foundation.
Now, I believe we do have some of that audio of the. We'll play that audio now. I guess we could do that.
Yeah, go right ahead.
This is from last week, Luke?
Yep, exactly, from last week. And the first one should be Jacoby Wallace. He was the director of the choreography for the musical.
Okay, let's take it away.
With Post Tribune Chicago, Tribune Media, and also WJOB Radio. And it's of notoriety, and we're talking about the hottest ticket in town right now. It is the Broadway tour, national tour of the musical that has to do with our life and story and career of the one and only Neil Diamond. We're talking with the man behind the choreography and the movement on stage. Jacoby, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Jacoby Wallace, you have been with the tour or this production for how long now? When did you first join?
You know, we started rehearsals back in August of 2024, and we've been hitting the ground running ever since.
August 2024. And where do you call home originally?
I'm a military kid, so I lived all over, so the tour life isn't too unfamiliar.
You are familiar with being on the road and plenty of movement, right? In all aspects of life. We're here today because we are in one of the spaces here, the cavernous spaces for the Rush Medical Centers, and we're going to do a little bit of a musical kind of movement demonstration because we're talking about how movement connects with those who are living with Parkinson's, and of course it's a major part of what the story theme is with the music icon Neil Diamond and his own life story. So today we're going to be having some folks come out who are living with Parkinson's, and you're going to show and do what with them today?
We're going through a couple of really exciting movement that we find in the show. It's centered around this big stadium medley that we feature in our show. It features all of Neil Diamond's greatest hits, and particularly we're learning something from Suleiman, which is this nice simmer, like as if you're a background dancer, and it's going to be really fun because it's accessible to all.
Absolutely. A Beautiful Noise is the musical we're talking about. It's the national tour. It's here in Chicago, only until November the 30th. So you've got just a couple weeks here, a span right through the holidays for it to be a part of your story as well. I saw it was here just exactly a year ago, and just incredible. the journey and the career and the twists and turns that Neil Diamond had. Today we're talking about the twists and turns that have to do with what's happening with Parkinson's research and movement and music. Music is connected to so many different things. You think of just when we're listening to music and we kind of get those, endorphins popping because it takes us to a place. Tell us a little bit about that, because this is your life and your career and how it connects.
Yeah, for me, it's like when you listen to an old song and it brings you back to that place of when you first heard it. We give that to audiences all across the country. It's super special because I will go out into the house after the show or go to the stage door and listen to the community and listen to people that saw our show, and they will pour so much about how much Neil Diamond's music has taught them about themselves, has influenced their lives, and has really crafted a career for themselves maybe. So I'm really lucky to be able to tell this story as well.
Jacoby Wallace knows it because he has all the control when it comes to choreography, the dance moves, and the captain of what is the national tour of A Beautiful Nose. Broadway Chicago presents. It's right downtown here until November the 30th. And you're right, those songs, once they resonate, they'll take you back to a particular moment in your life, a moment in time, and so much more comes flooding as well. And so what a great opportunity. I know you're about to get everybody warmed up and ready to go here,
Yeah.
We'll have footage of that as well. And most of all, thank you and enjoy your time here in the Windy City.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Appreciate that.
Jacoby Wallace. Phil Potempa for Of Notoriety. We'll see you around the corner for our next interview.
So that was Jacoby, and as you could hear that, especially movement and dancing, it is a great treatment for those with Parkinson's and movement disorders in general. So the musical is a great tie-in with the Parkinson's disease and trying to raise awareness and funding for it.
Perfect. Well, again, all those interviews will be posted?
Yeah, for sure. Yep, they'll be alongside this video link, so people will be able to see those
we'll
along.
share those with the video links. So, but yeah, go see Cadillac Palace. Beautiful Noise playing from what time?
From November 19th it started, and it runs all the way through November 30th, and you can get tickets online at BroadwayInChicago.com.
BroadwayInChicago.com.
But there's also one more interview that we have as well, and that was with Jory Fleischer, and she was associated with Rush Medical Center, and she's a associate professor of neurological sciences, and she spoke a little bit more about Parkinson's disease as well, and so we have another clip to play from her as well.
Phil Potempa, columnist for the Post-Tribune and the Chicago Tribune Media, also WJOB 1230 AM radio as well. I'm here today talking with some good news and some music and movement to bring some steps back into your life. We're here in the beautiful cavernous atrium lobby that is the Rush Medical Centers, and I'm with Dr. Jory Fleischer. Hi there, good morning.
Thanks so much for having me, Phil.
And your title is Movement Disorders, right? Is that right?
I'm a movement disorder specialist, which is a neurologist who focuses on Parkinson's.
And you've been a part of the Rush family experience here for how long now at the Medical Center?
Since 2017.
2017, okay.
Yes.
And in that time, I can imagine there's been leaps and bounds, and that's a bit of a pun intended because we're here today because what has brought us here is the Broadway Chicago National Tour of A Beautiful Noise, which is the story of Neil Diamond's career and his music. And music, movement, connection all relate so often in what's happening just in our own everyday life, but those with Parkinson's have an extra impact. So have you seen a lot of, again, research that has taken us so far since 2017?
Absolutely. So when I finished my fellowship, if you would have told me, hey, 10 years out from now, we are going to know so many more genetic mutations related to Parkinson's. We're going to have therapies that can deliver the chemical that people are missing, dopamine, in a continuous way, just through the skin, the way that an insulin pump works. I would have told you, that's amazing, but we're not going to be there in 10 years. And so truly the field has grown immensely, which we really need because Parkinson's is increasing in prevalence. So we're seeing more and more people with Parkinson's, so the time is now. We need to have these answers. We need to be making progress.
And what's so wonderful is this national tour is connected also with an opportunity where money is being raised, and that money is so key and important that goes to the research that takes us further and further and closer to where we want to be, right?
Absolutely. For anyone to stand up in public and say, I am living with a condition, right? For Neil Diamond to say, I have Parkinson's, is advocacy alone. But to say, and as part of this, I'm going to raise money for the Parkinson's Foundation to make things better for those who follow me, it doesn't get better than that.
Absolutely, and that's so key. When we say living, that really does mean it. What you're doing here at Rush, what the foundation is doing, folks are not just sedentary. They are living, they're continuing everyday activities and lives because of the research and what's happening every day here at Rush.
Yeah, they better not be sedentary. If they
That's
are,
right.
then I'm not doing my job.
That's exactly
So
right.
we want people moving and living their lives. I always tell folks that if Parkinson's has become the center of your life, I'm doing something wrong. Because this should be, yes, it's something on the list, but the rest of who you are and what you do and the activities that you do and who you love, that is who you are, and we fit this in around that. You should be living your life and just happen to have Parkinson's.
Okay, and it's, 2 more questions here. First one is the fact that I'm curious. This Broadway musical came here for a short tour. It was a short window a year ago, and we have it back till November 30th, presented by Broadway in Chicago, right downtown. Did you get to see it yet? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet.
This
I really
is your
want
chance to get the
I know.
ticket. It really is. It's so uplifting. It is everything that Neil Diamond is, but an important story there that is as well that it comes right along with that. And that is so key. Anything else we want to make sure that we get out there? We want to make sure folks that want to learn more or find out more, can they go to the website here at Rush? Can they do their homework?
Absolutely. If you want to learn more about Parkinson's, I encourage folks, please check out our website. Even if you just search Rush, Parkinson's, patient education, we've got a ton of resources for folks. We've got videos and content to learn more so that people feel control and can move on and live their best life with Parkinson's. We know that exercise, like dance, like today's event, is so important. So if you are living with Parkinson's, if you love someone with Parkinson's, encourage them to get up and move. And that could be just go for a walk today.
Absolutely.
Right? Grab your nearest kid, your grandkid, whoever, go for a walk, play tag, do what you can do. The more you move, the more you move.
I think I know the answer to this, but just like so many other conditions, early detection, early diagnosis, that helps put you even farther ahead in getting the help you need.
100%. So the better you do today, the better we can have you moving, functioning, living your life today, that's going to predict a better future.
Very good. Dr. Joy Flesher, we're about to see a tease in some of the dance moves and the music that comes with it right around the corner. It's our reason to get our tickets for Beautiful Noise. It's the musical that's dedicated to the life, career, music of Neil Diamond. Presented by Broadway in Chicago. We're here at the beautiful atrium lobby at Rush Hospital, but head downtown and that's where you'll see the curtain go up. Thank you so much, Doctor.
Thank you so much, Phil.
I'm Phil Potempa of Notoriety. We'll be back with more interviews right after this.
Thank you, Phil. So again, Neil Diamond musical, Beautiful Noise, Cadillac Palace. Get your tickets today. But now we shift here. In studio guests, as we said at the top of the show, Karen Maravilla. Of course, it's just serendipity. Now located where, Karen?
I have booth space inside of Humane Indiana, Paws Resale Shop in Highland, Indiana. So if you go into the back room, as of May 15th, you can shop 400 square feet of shopping bliss. And now their big announcement as of last Sunday, they're starting to open on Sundays. So the next 4 Sundays, the 23rd through December 14th, they'll be open from 12 to 4. And then the last 2 weeks in December, they won't be open on Sunday. And then starting in January, they will be open every Sunday. So you'll be able to shop there every day, supporting the animals, supporting small businesses like myself who are on consignment and renting booth space there.
Of course, right there, Paws Resale Shop. Of course, Humane Indiana does a lot of great things for the community and the animals around us. But yeah, you got a nice space over there. I kind of walked back there one time. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And you might be watching on the video and some of the stuff you could find right there at that shop. So if anything tickles your fancy, you could find it there.
And actually, I'm glad you said that, because in addition to having booth space at Paws, I also do private shopping appointments, and I'm also located in Kitsch and Beautician Beauty in Munster on Calumet Avenue near Arby's. So I have lots of lovely things, as well as the owner there. She also has cool vintage things, so of course we get a good vibe, and I have space there. Most importantly, everything that you see here today that I'm going to show you is by appointment or letting me know that you're interested. These things are not at Paws.
Okay, good to know.
We have lots of other things at Paws, but these things I'm showing you are not there.
Well, let's take a look at some of the items on display here.
And before I do that, can I tell you a couple of announcements?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yes.
Do some announcements.
So, because it's 1 month from today is Christmas.
Yep.
And this Saturday is Small Business Saturday. So we're really trying to put the emphasis on supporting our communities. So I wanted to talk about the South Shore Arts Evergreen Market. It's the first time they're hosting this. And it's inside the Center for Visual and Performing Arts at the Bachman Gallery. Gallery through December 24th. It just started the other day. So there's all kinds of local artisans selling fabulous gifts. In addition to that, right next door is the gift shop for South Shore Arts.
Yep.
There's lots more on there for sale by local artists. Then we have another one of my favorites, Northwest Indiana Symphony Orchestra's Holiday Pops Concert. And they also have the fabulous chorus joining them. There's 2 locations. Valparaiso is sold out. However, you can still get tickets for the Hard Rock Casino in Gary. And that's on Thursday, December 4th at 7:30. You must be 21 or older to attend that concert. But I attend every year, and it's a holiday favorite. So definitely look into getting your tickets. Another holiday favorite is White Christmas, and that's being shown at the Toll Theater in downtown Hammond on Homan Avenue, so get your tickets for that. And then last but not least, when another new kind of tradition that's been going on the last few years happens at EAT, which is at 5201 Homan Avenue. Gorgeous venue filled with antiques and art. And the band Fresh Hops, along with other acts, is having their Hoppy Holidays 2025. Saturday, December 20th, doors open at 6 p.m. This is an all-ages show. Music is from 7 to 11:30. And they are also having a food drive for the Food Bank of Northwest Indiana there. Raimundo will have delicious food, the bar, vendors, and local brews. So please save the dates and try and attend these local events in our communities.
Of course, you mentioned, too, all great events coming up. It's Small Business Saturday as we film this coming Saturday.
Correct.
Which is very important. I mean, we shouldn't just narrow it down to one day. It should be all year round. But there's a focus there for a Small Business Saturday.
American Express founded that in 2010 to put more emphasis on the importance of small businesses. So it's not just go out there just that day. I mean, definitely go out on Saturday, November 29th. But it's all year long. Yeah. And if they could play that song for just a few seconds for me, and then we'll go into this.
Adriana, we have that song queued up there. Got to use the instrumental version, I guess, karaoke.
Okay. I think everybody knows it, though, right?
Copyrights, yeah.
Thank you. So
burning down the house there, yeah.
I wanted to set the stage, and remember in Beetlejuice they said a word and they kept saying it, and then if you said it 3 times, something happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to say this 3 times, and I want to see if this happens. So we're relating to burning down the house. We'll get to that. Drop the mouse, get out of the house, shop small and local. Drop the mouse, get out of the house, shop small and local. Drop the mouse. No offense, Mickey. Get out of the house and shop small and local. Okay, and why am I saying that? And why did we play that song? Because if you've ever seen a fire, it's horrifying and terrifying. Yeah. Okay, what we're seeing happening is brick and mortar businesses and storefronts, and it's not just retail. There's a lot of different types are closing because people are choosing the mouse. No offense, Mickey. Yeah. You're just cute, so we wanted to use you so that people would pay attention.
Yeah.
Yes, we wanted them to notice him. But a lot of times people think that, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to get this online. Yeah. I don't feel like going out. I want to stay in my pajamas, or who knows? It doesn't matter. If I do it, it doesn't matter. Well, it does. All of us. It makes a huge difference. If you choose to shop online, that means you're choosing to not support your neighbors, your local communities. Well, how can we have places to go? How can we have events? How can we count on the people in our communities if we're not supporting them? So I'm doing this little plug, and I know this other people are doing it too, is really trying to promote positive, support small, talk up what is going on in your community. If I see Tony, or Luke, I know what's going to happen. We're going to start talking about all the fun things that are happening in our communities. Well, guess what? If we don't have these people, what are we going to have? We're going to have what happened during COVID, where we were all upset. We had to stay in our houses. We won't have places to go and visit. So I'm trying not to be too dramatic, but it's really, really, really important, because when stores close, people scratch their head. Well, why'd they close? Because you're not supporting them. So there's lots and lots of great businesses and not-for-profit organizations out there. So please, 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 before you pick up that mouse. Now, if you can't get the thing somewhere,
get that mouse,
at this one. Yeah. If you can't get it, okay, I love typewriters. Yeah. I can't get typewriter ribbon, so then you would buy it online. But anything else, if you can get it locally, buy it and support it locally. So, for example, we have this is really popular. Repurposing and trending is getting globes and making this like cool scene.
Okay.
Now this globe is not perfect. However, I still didn't want to destroy it, so I just used for the show. I used a little bit of a zip tie, and then people put snow around it, and they put trees and little houses, and it's fun.
Yeah.
So
It's Santa on top.
it's Santa. Santa's going around the
Travel
whole
the globe,
world.
yeah.
Yes. And Santa sees all. So if you are not shopping small, you're on his naughty list.
Naughty.
So just don't even bother putting your stockings up because nothing's coming.
And you see
Okay?
he's stationed on top on the North Pole.
Yes. He's got a long way to go, and he's hopefully can have a big list as always, since there's going to be a lot of nice people shopping small and local. But anyway, the other thing is that Santa, here's a really cool vintage
Wow, look at this.
Santa. Isn't
Rare,
he adorable?
rare to have the white boots, right?
Yes, and there's white and black, but this one does have white, so he's adorable. And you want to have holiday spirit, right?
Yeah.
Besides shopping small,
Of course.
go. You know, a little holiday spirit with a vintage martini shaker.
Hey.
I mean, come
Wow.
on.
I think I know someone
I
who
know-
enjoyed that.
I know
Luke
that
might be doing some Christmas shopping after the show.
Wow.
he has, and I appreciate that. You both have. But holiday spirits taste better when they're in holiday vintage.
Of course, yeah.
Yes. And then, of course, decorate with vintage books. Stack them, put things on top of them. This is actually a cookbook. So if you guys are feeling, join Phil on the farm and you want to cook something up, get the
There
cookbook.
you go. Yeah.
These are really popular Santa mugs. They're vintage, and they are so cute. Can you
I
see
know.
those? I'm gonna-
Adriana, if you could zoom into some of this, yeah. So
Little
people listening
Santa
at home
mug.
there. Little Santa mug right
People
there.
love to decorate those. They're vintage, and there's all different faces, and they are just adorable. Very adorable.
Like winking almost.
Yeah, there's some that wink, but some that have wide open eyes,
A
but
little
they're really
tired.
fun.
Very close shot there, yeah.
And then you can put stuff in them and decorate them, so that's more fun. And then these fun little guys down here. Guys love things like this, and they also love the models. I don't know if any of you guys know anybody that used to put the models together.
Yeah, those are.
This is what they call NOS, new old stock. So it's never been used, it's new in the box, and it's just waiting for somebody to have a good time,
Yeah.
using their hands, putting together this cool model. And then I'm not a big sports girl, I'm an arts girl, but I heard that this team, the Chicago Bears, is kind of doing well right now.
Yeah, they
So
are.
this little troll guy needs to go home, or he'd be a cute stocking stuffer.
That looks like me on Sundays watching them.
I think that might be for your brother there. A nice gift for your brother.
And then do you remember that Pokemon?
Of course.
It's been popular again. People are still chasing them, so we have this fun
Gotta catch 'em.
Pokemon. Who remembers the aluminum Christmas trees?
A little
That's
before my time, but I remember
But
them,
you
yes.
remember.
I
Yeah.
remember
Well,
them,
I
yes.
have one of those that is available, and of course this had to be right next to it. It's the color wheel. You'd plug it in, and it would spin around, and it would make the tree look even more magical than it already does by
That's
itself.
pretty neat.
So that's a color wheel. And that used to be under the tree that people just loved is, let me see if you can get him in,
There you go.
Cuddly Dudley. Look at Cuddly Dudley. Isn't he cute? So a lot of people love
I love his little
this.
tongue.
So do you remember what show it was on? Anybody?
No clue.
Jesus,
Come on, Tony.
Garfield Goose? Not Garfield Goose,
I
right?
believe it was it Ray Rayner? Now I'm questioning myself.
That sounds familiar.
Okay, you guys look that up and let us know. Make sure I'm right. But that's Cuddly Dudley. He'd look adorable under the
Luke's
tree.
Wi-Fi's working, so maybe he can figure this out right now.
And then there's nothing like holiday vintage decor. I mean, look at these
Look at that.
adorable little angels. Aren't they cute?
Look at that.
They're fun.
Oh.
I'm moving quickly because I have quite a few things. I want to make sure I get them
You're
all out.
good. Yeah.
And who remembers Cabbage Patch Dolls?
Those are a big deal. Big deal.
And they're popular again. And now this one's a devil. So this one's
Naughty.
on the naughty list
Yeah.
because this one was not shopping small.
No.
So Santa said,
Bad.
bad.
He
With the
purchases
Amazon.
from big
Yes.
box stores.
Then, if you like to, there's so many things that are vintage that you can mix with new. But wouldn't this look cool behind some of your decorations?
Oh,
Little
yeah.
Santas and things.
License
vintage
plates.
license plates. They're fun to decorate with. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, these are fun to decorate with. Vintage thermometers. This is from Orange Crush. Not orange, but isn't it cool? Got a little patina on it, but still really fun. And I think some people really like having beer signs.
Those are
So-
popular, yeah.
So we have a lot of signs that are fun that can be used in the man cave or in the basement or wherever you want to decorate. And then talking about the arts, I love listening to Christmas music. So look at this.
Some albums.
That's
This
pretty
album,
sweet.
we have a lot. I have albums at pause and by appointment. But this one's kind of fun because it also has still the original packaging, the store tag, and the price. But I love the graphics. They're fun to, again, put on a shelf besides listening to. And then we also have rock and roll and other types of music. And look, they're even saying, get the idea. Look at this light bulb went off. Shop small. Do not pick up the mouse, okay? So all kinds of fun music that you can listen to.
ELO there too.
Yes, I love ELO. It's a great one. And then let's see. Oh, since we're talking about stores and shopping small, I had to make sure that we brought back some nostalgia. My parents used to take us shopping at Edward C. Minus in downtown Hammond. And that's why Raimundo and I did what we did in downtown Hammond, because we had so many fond memories and we wanted to see it come back. So this is you would have received this as a, if you bought something to put a gift in it. Now you're lucky if you get a bag.
Yeah, right.
Or you have to buy a bag.
They don't really box.
And then I don't know if some of you know, but I used to be a makeup artist at Marshall Fields on State Street in Chicago. So Marshall Fields is a favorite to collect, and this is a pretty Christmas box that they have. And then let's see. Oh, I want a couple more things. I love hats. I always wear hats. So I brought in this beautiful vintage coat with this.
Yeah, there you go.
With this very pretty, sparkly vintage top. Have tons of jewelry that will make it pop. I love to wear vintage hats. People will see me and sometimes know it's me because they'll see a hat and they'll go, "It's got to be Karen."
Tony was trying to put it on.
I was trying to wear that hat. It didn't work out for me.
I might have to get a picture of that. But we also have men's hats, which you'll see here. And women, you can wear men's hats too. But this men's hat is fabulous, and I frequently wear men's hat as well. And let's see what else. Oh, I know one really important thing. Santa has an assignment for all of us. Okay, this is a vintage cheerleading outfit.
Wow.
If you can see that, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what your assignment is that you need to be a cheerleader for small businesses,
exactly,
for your community, okay? If we want to have fun things to do, if we want to have some fun places to go, if we want to create those memories and those experiences, we need to be small business cheerleaders. So when I talk to you, like I said, we end up talking about fun things to do because there's so many. Watching you, it's great to see how many small businesses and organizations that you both support and attend.
Of course.
And if we all did that, Santa would be having no naughty list, and it would be all a big, nice list.
And again, these items, they should contact you because they will not find these if you were watching today at
Pause.
At Pause.
Correct. These are different. So you can text me anytime between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. at 219-512-4298. And I have this and thousands of items more. I have a wish book. So if you know that somebody, that was good training for Marshall Fields. You say, hey, my brother collects models. I can send you pictures, and we can, if you like them, then we can make an appointment. Or if you're just looking for something for yourself, you say, you know what, I love to collect martinis, barware, then you let me know and I send you pictures. So I'm your personal shopper, just like Marshall Fields used to have. And other things that the small businesses do that Amazon and other places don't is that we spend and shop locally with other small businesses. We volunteer and we serve on other not-for-profit and volunteer boards. If there's fundraisers, charities, somebody lost their house in a fire, something horrible happened, it's the businesses and the people in the community that are supporting these things. Most importantly, we also make a destination. We're going to say, you know what? We're going to go to Highland this weekend. We're going to go to downtown Hammond this weekend. We're going to go to Munster. We're going to these places because there's people to see and things to do. So those are some of the most important things that I wanted to talk about. And one other fun thing, I did mention, I used to be really, really involved with the Munster Chamber of Commerce, and since I'm now in Munster again, I wanted to mention that they're having a holiday shop small crawl, and that is on Saturday, December 6th. And I will be having things available for sale inside of Kitchen Beautician Beauty, along with many other small businesses. So if you go to the Munster Chamber of Commerce website, you'll get all the information on that. That's Saturday, December 6th. And then I wanted to also give a plug for Panorama Now magazine, and it's online. This is available all over Lake Porter and LaPorte County, and it is filled with tons of fun activities, events, small businesses. If you're a small business, I highly recommend that you advertise in here, and they also have a location where you can put free events. So it's win-win for for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody wins when you shop small, and of course, now's the time people are starting to think about. They're in the Christmas spirit, Karen. They're getting a
Today
little.
is actually they have those national days, and today's the day of starting to shop. You're either going to be excited
Well,
or
yeah.
you're going to be stressed.
Because there's a day for everything now, right? Isn't there
There
Black
is.
Friday, of
Yes,
course,
there's-
small shop Saturday, there's a Cyber Monday or whatever like that. But we want to focus on the shop small
Shop
Saturday here.
Small Saturdays.
Luke, are you getting ready? Are you
Oh.
shopping?
I'm getting pretty close. I usually wait until after Thanksgiving.
When is the
But
right time? Is there a right?
may have to start here sooner or later.
Yeah, last minute shoppers, we no problem with that too, right? They before Christmas, they might be knocking on your door. Hey,
They
what do you have?
Some people have gotten a little more savvy and understand that they have better selection, and they
Exactly.
have a little bit more budget time if they shop throughout the year. So, for example, if you really wanted this Bears troll and you found it with me or another small business, you can get it early, put it aside, have a set tote or something for all the gifts. But right now is crucial because most small businesses that are retailers are depending on November and December for a huge portion of their sales for the year. So imagine if your paycheck was only so much during the year and then you got a much bigger amount at the end.
Yeah.
Well, if that doesn't come,
Yeah.
then it's scary.
So get out there today,
Yes.
starting today if you're listening to this or watching this on YouTube. Go out there, shop small. A lot of great places, including Karen, of course, featured here. It's just serendipity. Pause, resale shop. And where else again?
At Kitchen Beautician Beauty in Munster, and then also by either by appointment or just as a personal shopper where I can help you with a plethora of wonderful gifts.
Good word. Save that word, Luke. Luke, anything final questions
It's
here?
important to invigorate your local communities, and this is just one great way to do so, and many others. I mean, it's a wonderful way to just support your local community.
Yeah. Karen, anything else on your end?
Let's see. I was looking at my notes because I wanted to make sure, because invariably when I'm done, I think, oh, I forgot to mention this. But I wanted to also say that I really appreciate everything that Phil Potempa
Of course.
and both of you do,
Yes. No, thank
and
you.
Powers Health, WJOB, because having local radio and then can then also then be shared online is a wonderful thing, because sharing is caring. So when you see programs or you see things on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you're following, please try and share it, because in the world today there are so many people talking about negative things and bad things. I want, and so does Santa, he told me before we started, that he wants that whole trend to be reversed. So every time we talk, instead of just going, hi, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? Say, hey, what's going on, Tony?
Yeah.
And say, hey, did you know that this store is having this, and that OMG Pastries, which, by the way, is a really good bakery in Munster.
Oh,
If you
really?
haven't been there before,
I don't have.
this is
Whoa.
a treat
Oh
for you
my
guys.
Oh,
It is
thank you there.
OMG is right by,
Pulled us out here.
it's right on Ridge Road, and they're in the little plaza there on Homan and Ridge,
Adriana, if you can, just a little close up of this box here.
and their business card is there, and they have anything and everything.
Do I dare peek inside or
Yeah,
show off
if
to
you
the
want
camera?
to, yeah, definitely do it.
It's
There's-
very
I got it-
nicely wrapped too, by the way. And I
That
know
was the
there's
daughter. It's mother-daughter that have the small business.
I don't want to break anything. Look, you
Don't worry, you're gonna be demolishing the cookies anyway.
let's show it off there. Here, let's see.
But there's a big
I just do
assortment,
that.
and they do anything and everything. So it's again, as a thank you, I wanted to make sure that I promoted another small business so that people would be aware, because they might not be aware of it, because it's tucked back a little bit, kind of near Applebee's.
There we go.
Okay.
It's determined. He's
Getting a little
determined.
stressed.
How much time do we have?
I'm gonna get these cookies.
All right, because I'm going to show them off to the camera here. There we go. Oh,
You're gonna
look
work
at
up an
this.
appetite or
I
opening it.
know. Suspense.
We're gonna do
is
this.
killing me.
Don't you feel like a little kid when mom would
Yeah, you
tape
just
all the
open it up,
boxes on
yeah.
Christmas, and you'd think, oh my gosh, am I ever gonna get this
There we
box
go.
open?
There you go. Let's see. Can we peek inside there? There you go. Look at that.
All
Oh my
kinds of
goodness.
deliciousness.
Look at that.
Wow.
So where's this at again here?
This is OMG Pastries.
All
It's
right.
on Ridge Road in Munster, and I definitely recommend you try them out. The only day that they're closed is Monday normally, but they are on Instagram, Facebook, I believe, and they are delicious. Tell them Karen Dippity sent you, and then do the thing and get on the climb aboard at Rising Tide Raises All Boats. Tell other people when you have a good experience.
I'm going to try one live on the air right
Luke-
now. Here,
Luke
let's
looks
see.
speechless for a moment.
Let's see.
Well, you handed off the box. You're brave, Tony. That's a chocolate raspberry.
This is very good. Very good.
Good. I'm glad.
I just
you
need some milk now. I feel like that milk and cookies.
Santa drank it all.
Well, that's perfect too. If you want to get Santa some good cookies too this year,
yes,
place to go.
when you put out the cookies and milk for Santa, try OMG Pastries.
Very good.
But thank you both. Thank you, Phil, for having me. And I'm available all the time between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. If you want to have a private shopping experience, if you wanted me to be on the hunt for something, or if you'd like to shop at Pa's Resale Shop, please, please, please tell people about your favorite businesses, your favorite events, and get a trend going where we're sharing really positive and great things that are happening in our communities on Facebook, Instagram. Make people who don't like those platforms change that I want to go on it because I want to hear and see about all the great things that are happening here.
Well, I'm going to end the show because I want to finish this cookie, and it's rude to eat on the air. So, Adriana, thank you. Karen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Luke, thank you. And thank you all, of course, for listening and watching today's episode of Notoriety with Phil Potempa. Everybody have a great day. And remember,
Gobble,
shop
gobble.
small and gobble, gobble. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes.
Can't forget about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, gobble, gobble. It's very important.
Until next time, take care.
Bye-bye.